let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with George. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Gary Trent. Then it's Green. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. And coach, that long off season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
Now here's Maxey. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment. So Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's George. 9 points for him in his last game.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
First one falls for him. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Heads-up play by Maxey, seeing everything around him, including the shot clock.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Now here's Maxey. We saw him with 39 points last game. Here's Embiid. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
2 strong points from Embiid. His M.O. is to own the painted area.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
And here's Milwaukee now, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Antetokounmpo finds Turner. Now here's Trent. Over Edgecombe. Trent's shot is off.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Edgecombe, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Turner, a screen on George. And it's Green missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Maxey. Defense right on him. And he lays it up and in. Maxey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Green, a screen to win the run. And Giannis with the jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Here's Watford. Misses the three. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Rollins. Maxey covering. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Trent from long range. It's hauled in by the Sixers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season. Inside. Watford gets the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Green. Antetokounmpo outside. To the inside, Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, for Turner, it looks so easy sometimes. His length and athleticism put the rim well within reach.
Now here's Maxey. Now Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Embiid's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Pass to Rollins. Throws it up high. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Great timing. Giannis able to complete the oop.
And here is Maxey. And the bucket is good. Maxey's got 6.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required. He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it and force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Now here's George. The 3 is up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. Number 1, the Bucks.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their 3-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the 3-ball is nowadays in our game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. On defense, the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Gets the 3 to fall.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Trent outside. And he dunks it down.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Embiid. Sweet little floater. Embiid's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 12. Trent outside. Fires the 3. On target from range. Trent's got 5 points.
Much more than serviceable from deep. He got to be tighter on Trent.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Clock at 6. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Trent. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Jacks up a three. Doesn't go for him.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
He gets it in there. And now a 7-point 76ers lead.
Getting out in transition, you love to see this hustle from Embiid.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Trent. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Bonus checked in for Embiid. Walker comes in for Watford. Edwards, he's checked in for George. And McCain subbed in for Maxey. The Bucks trail by 7. Anthony outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Turner, a screen on Walker. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Bonner. And here's Edwards. Defended by Kuzma. He shoots it. McCain shot is off.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys?"
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Grimes. Following the score by Milwaukee. McCain shot is off. To the paint. Outside, Green. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
They really need him to get it together. He's been ice cold this period.
Here's McCain. No good, off the front rim. The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma outside. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Here's Grimes. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Anthony. Yet to see a basket. On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Walker. Antetokounmpo. Bam!
He's off to a fantastic start.
The Sixers lead by 3. Outside McCain. Walker, a screen on Anthony. Here's McCain. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Five on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 18. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, leading by a point. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
We've got Gary Harris, Amir Coffey out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Anthony in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Well, anytime Maxey gets off a 3, that's a good look for this squad.
Pass to Coffey. Harris outside. Now Kuzma, guarded by Edwards. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his second basket on the night.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Maxey against Anthony. Now here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. And when it comes to rebounding, on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Harris. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Harris has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, he's a bigger guard at 210 pounds. Harris can mix it up in the paint.
Now here's Grimes. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Maxey. Pass to Bona. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Edwards, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Harris passes to Portis. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Kuzma finds Portis for 3. Anthony. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Takes a step back. Here's Maxey. Oh, they pick off the pass. And he's all alone. Up the floor. Anthony with a bucket. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Here's Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. No good on the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
To win the drought. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Milwaukee making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kuzma. Trent comes in for Coffee. And it's Rollins in for Harris. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Bona. And it's Walker in for Edwards. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. McCain against Anthony. And then Portis with the dunk.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
Now here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Grimes. And the three-pointer goes. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Up and in on the layup.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Outside McCain. There's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
That free throw misses. And coach, some tough luck for the Bucks with injuries to their star players in recent years.
Yeah, well, last season, Lillard went down with the Achilles. Before him, Chris Middleton battled injuries. Even Giannis had his share. In this league, it's not enough to just be good. You need to have some luck, too.
Well, injuries, a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Here's Maxey. After Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot. The 3 is up. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Here's Turner. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead. Outside Maxey. Here's Embiid. The shot no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. 76ers trail by 9. Here's Maxey. 9 points in the game. Money from the wing. Maxey's got 11 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The Bucks making a switch here. Green is checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Watford's checked in for Walker. George comes in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. That one misses for Turner.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. 2 skills every team wants in one package.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Screen by Embiid. Maxey passes to Embiid. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 13.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Trent finds Antetokounmpo. Giannis throws it down.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
George outside. Watford with a screen from behind the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
76ers trail by 8. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. For 3, Maxey. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Green. Antetokounmpo. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
With the step back. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
That free throw's good for Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Turner, no good. 76ers trail by 4. Here's Edgecombe. For 3, George drills it from deep. George has got 9.
He's already got 9 points from 3-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. There's a screen by Turner. Trent from long range. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Turner passes to Green. Turner against Maxey. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Rollins, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. Embiid from outside. The kick out to Maxey. Pass to George. And here's Watford. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And he's got 28 now. Trent for 3. The shot comes out.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Watford. Nails it from 3. Watford's got 5 now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to Rollins. Now Antetokounmpo. And he drives in. Here's Turner. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Got it. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Rollins. Green against George. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo takes the contact and scores.
Not a bad option to have with seconds on the shot clock. Just get it to Giannis and he'll figure it out.
Watford outside. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Watford's got his third bucket of the night. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
You know what? They pushed the action, but also played within themselves. Showed great execution.
And that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Bucks trail by 4. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the 3.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Embiid, good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Bucks shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Antetokounmpo outside. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will be his third free throw of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee. But trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Trent outside for the tie. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Watford's got his 5th rebound in this one. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Brian, back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 36 points.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Maxey's got 19 points.
Yeah, just another shot in Maxey's arsenal. He becomes harder and harder to defend.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 36 points. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Back to Antetokounmpo. Wide open. Paul George pulls down the board.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
George, a screen on Trent. The 3 from Edgecombe. Knocks down the triple. Edgecombe's got 7 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Over to the left wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. Watford. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks trail by 10. Now here's Trent. Watford covering. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Turner. Fires from deep. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, what a save by Giannis. He should always be crashing the offensive glass like this.
Pass to Watford. Here's Embiid. Turner covers. Fades away. Rebound, Milwaukee. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 21. It's George on the wing. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Now here's Maxey, guarded closely. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Trent from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxi's got 4 rebounds now.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards. Yeah, and I like seeing Edgecombe rise up like this. Plays like this prove he belongs in this league.
Rollins passes to Turner. Over to the wing. Here's Rollins. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Edgecombe. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in.
Philadelphia substitution. Number 5, Quentin Grimes.
Pass to Green for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Watford's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's Maxey missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Lets it go. Rebounded by Green. The Bucks trail by 13. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
For 3, Maxey. He drops it from range. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Rollins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
George outside. Pass to Watford. The 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Rollins. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
Pass to George. Green with the defensive effort.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Out to the right wing. Turner passes to Antetokounmpo. Five to shoot. Back to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Collins gets the bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you didn't offer more resistance than that.
He's checked in for the Bucks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Watford. Edwards comes in for Paul George. And McCain subbed in for Tyrese Maxey. Pass to McCain. Stop the drought. The rebound by the Bucks. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
Some of it's good defense and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Sinks it from distance.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Now here's McCain. No made baskets yet. And here's Embiid. Shoots over Portis. And that one comes up a bit short. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 44.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Embiid passes to Grimes. Embiid a screen on Green. Embiid just too tall inside.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
The Bucks shooting around 52% since the start of third. Trent outside. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Trent's got 8 points.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Grimes. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the middle. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Portis. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got 22 points.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Embiid with it. He's got 22. With 4 on the clock. That one a little long. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers, helping them space the floor, 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Cole Anthony out there with Gary Harris. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Harris. Anthony finds Antetokounmpo. Portis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Great use of the pick by Antetokounmpo. Reading the game and getting the hoop.
McCain. The 3-pointer off the mark. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Bucks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Walker, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Number 33, DeMar Walker.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Maxey. They set the screen. From the arc. Philadelphia with another miss. Milwaukee shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Here's Portis for 3. Walker pulls down the board. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Anthony against Maxey. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Maxey's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed. Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Maxey against Anthony. And it's Maxey missing. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, left side. And it's good! He hits another one!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Goes up on the wing. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 31.
I love how Maxey scores in a variety of ways. So versatile as an offensive threat.
Inside. Here's Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 5 assists tonight. The Sixers trailing. Pass to Bona. Back to McCain. To the paint. Here's Bona, defended by Portis, and it's Bona missing. The Bucks have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Portis, right side. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, you can see there, it was a good defensive effort, but Portis was composed and wouldn't be thrown off.
Now here's Maxey, and the layup is good off the glass. Maxey's got 33.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. from the left block. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Antetokounmpo has got 56 in the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Green comes in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Harris. And it's Rollins in for Anthony. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Barlow comes in for Walker. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard and you will win this game."
And Allie, thank you for that.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
The Bucks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Antetokounmpo outside. There's a screen by Turner. The three. Rollins, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Now Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Screen by Embiid to take the lead. Rebounded by Trent. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, the soft teardrop. Giannis.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
Screen by Embiid. Maxey on the wing. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Trent against McCain. Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. Over Embiid. Turner, no good.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
And there's the screen. And Maxey, here we go. From 9 feet, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Right side, Green. Trent outside. Pass to Rollins. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Outside Maxey. The shake. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
There's the strength training coming into play for Maxey.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bucks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Philadelphia. Watford's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George to take the lead. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Grimes, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo outside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. 6 to shoot. From deep. The shot by Watford, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rollins. Maxey covering. Rollins passes to Green. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And that's a foul called on Trendon Watford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Antetokounmpo inside, and another one!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
It's money from deep.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside Maxey, puts up the tray, knocks down the trifecta.
Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
The Bucks trail. Outside Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. There's a screen by Turner. And got it! Another basket! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
George in the post. Antetokounmpo covering.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Trent outside. A minute 37 left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it's off. Philadelphia shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Here's Maxey. George. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Turner, and he nails it.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's George. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Green with a screen on Maxey. Now Green beyond the arc. That's all. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
It's stolen by Trent. Turner. Green buries it from outside.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for them?
They need to find a 3 fast, a zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Well, Miles, a shootout in the first half. Were you happy with the effort overall tonight?
Yeah, no, the effort was great most of the night. I think that no team was playing defense in the beginning, so second half I think we came out there and really established our defense as we needed to do.
And you have to work on getting your team going earlier in the next matchup. Congrats on the win, though, tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, time for our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.